So, hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day. I was reading up about the power of thought in A Course in Miracles, and many of us in our awakening have become aware of how thin the veil becomes when we're having a thought. That if you have a thought that's judgmental or condemning, you immediately feel the pain of that. Whereas before, you were kind of separated from the thought, right? You shield yourself from its effects, and it looks like it had no bearing on you and no effect on you. But in your awakening, that is completely different. You immediately feel the pain. It's like right away there. At the same time, a true thought, a happy thought, immediately brings you the happiness and the light, and you feel just great. Right? Thoughts are not good or bad. Thoughts are either true or not. Right? False thoughts perpetuate disillusions. True thoughts align you with truth. So yeah, you become real sensitive to the thoughts you're having because the universe is thoughts. Everything is mind, right? So yeah, your thoughts either perpetuate this, right, the illusion of separation, or they propel you into a present moment and align you with the truth. And the other thing is, you become really sensitive to mind wandering. Whereas before, you might just go off on a tangent and not notice anything, and you have thought after thought after thought, and none of them mean anything. Right now, you bring yourself back pretty quickly. Right, as soon as you notice, you start mind wandering, which you know happens faster and faster. You bring yourself back to this moment because that's really the entire practice to stay in this present moment, and you become really aware of the thoughts you're having. Right, because those are your thoughts, right? They're not private thoughts. Up to now, right? You always thought you could have private thoughts. You're having a thought and no one is aware of it. Well, that's impossible. There's no such thing as a private thought. You, thinking, what you learn is that you're thinking with the universe. So private thoughts are impossible. They don't mean anything, right? But in this world, it looks like you can have private thoughts. That's impossible. And so these are some of the um, things that we find out when we progress, if you will. Not that there really is a progression, but you can think of it that way because that would be what time would be, right? In your spiritual awakening, and you become really sensitive and aware of the thoughts you're having, and you catch yourself really quickly when you're off, and then you immediately have a correcting thought. And nope, that ain't it. Right? You constantly bring yourself back to the present moment until you really learn to stay present with your thoughts. Let me know in the comments if that is your experience as well. Um, I always like to hear about your experiences with that. Um, it's that presence, right, in this moment, because there is only this moment. I love how he expresses that there finally is no such thing as a past and a present, there's only this moment, right? So you're either in this present moment or you're nowhere. I hope you have a great, great day today, wherever, whenever you are, and I'll see you everywhere.